Alright, today we are going to do something slightly different. Now, it's been a little bit since we've done anything on the channel, and the two other games we've played, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers, and, those were both some pretty good games that, had their flaws, but were still good, but now it's time for a change of pace, because now we are going to play, a shitty game. We're going to play a game that just sucks. This is Yu Yu Hakusho Ghost Files Spirit Detective. Now, if you couldn't have guessed, this is a licensed game based on Yu Yu Hakusho, the anime name. Something really tells me this isn't gonna matter, but whatever. Now, you may be wondering, why the hell am I wasting my time playing this crappy game? And, well, it's because I was bored, and also, this was actually a childhood game of mine. I actually owned this piece of crap game growing up. I'm not even gonna bother reading the text scrolls, it's just gonna be a shorter one. Like I said, gotta wind down after playing some good games by playing some shitty ones. So, what this game is, it's a licensed game that is an adaptation, or attempts to be an adaptation of, the anime series and manga, Yu Yu Hakusho, which is extremely good. You should absolutely go read the manga and watch the anime, it's a great series. It's just that this game is not particularly great because, oh boy. I mean, one look at this should just immediately tell you everything. Oh shit. The graphics in this game are absolutely insane. My god, it's beautiful. As you can see, we can, you can control Yusuke, we can walk around, we can mash A to do the slowest and most deliberate punch of all time. As you see, we can press select to get a stats screen, and, we don't even look remotely like that in the picture right now. It doesn't even match the portrait, so that's great. Objective, find Kuwabara. Oh, but of course. Of course, you can save the game as well. Something tells me, I don't really care that much about finishing this game. This is just going to be a one-off. And yeah, this is a game I grew up playing, and even as a kid, I was kind of aware that this game was terrible. And it's funny, because this was actually my first ever exposure to Yu Yu Hakusho. And as a kid, well, I knew this game was some crap, but at the same time, I kind of fucked with it. There was a second one of these games, actually. There's a second licensed Yu Yu Hakusho game on GBA. But maybe I'll show that another time. That was like a tactics game, and that one was genuinely pretty decent. Anyway, we're not talking about good games today, we're talking about bad ones. And as we can see, Kuwabara right here, he kind of looks like a Lego character in this game. Kind of looks like, Principal Skinner. Whatever. Anyway, let's just kick the crap out of him by just mashing A as fast as we can. Oh, this is fucking riveting. And, I hope you haven't gotten tired of this music yet, because, it's one of the only songs in the entire game. Ooh, look at that guy's little dialogue portrait. I don't think they put a lot of effort into drawing that one. Now, I don't really know anything about this game's developers, or its development history, or its reviews, or anything, because this game is like... I mean, I'm gonna guess this game is fairly obscure. Where the hell am I going, by the way? There's no map in this game, of course. There's a crappy compass down in the bottom left corner. That's the best you get. It is not a very good compass, because it does not account for walls or anything. Well, I suppose most compasses do not account for walls, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, shit. Fat boy out in the street. Yeah, when you beat up the other high schoolers in this game, they just actually fucking explode and die. So, I mean, Yusuke was always a strong kid in the show, but I didn't realize he was so strong that he could just make human beings fucking explode with his bare hands, As you can see, most combat in this game just boils basically down to just mashing A and punching the enemy a few times and just kind of backing off. Oh, hey, kid. Oh, shit. Watch out! Ack! Look at the people inside that car, holy Christ. Oh, no. Well, that was it, that was the whole game. We fucking died. Nah, I wish it was the whole game. And, wow, we didn't even get a heal after dying. That's pretty brutal. Let's, take some of this healing. Oh, yes. Oh, shit. It's a fucking monster. And despite being an ordinary human being, we can beat it the same way we can ordinary high schoolers, just by kicking the absolute ever-loving shit out of it. Barely even hurts. He definitely oversold that bump a little bit, but... Look at that, we leveled up. Oh, hell yeah. What a stupid dream, what a stupid game, more like. You know, they're definitely skipping a whole bunch of crap in the story here. They don't really go into the specifics of, you know, why Yusuke was not supposed to die right now. Again, I'm not really reading the dialogue. If you've, like, read or watched Yu Yu Hakusho before, you know the story, and this game just tells an extremely crappy version of that story with a bunch of, you know, bullshit in it. Let's you know, nobody cares about this. Let's get back to the crappy parts of the game. So, like, you know, the whole thing. That, interesting way of spelling Keiko, by the way. I don't actually remember how her name is, like, romanized. I'm not enough of a weeaboo for that. Controlling someone else's body. Oh shit, that means it's time to play as another character. Insert gay joke here about going into another dude's body, but that's, you know, that's some extremely low-hanging fruit. Oh, I'm inside a Kuwabara and feeling smooth. Okay, well, never mind what I just said about the low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna make the joke. That's pretty gay. Only have 10 minutes. So there's a time limit on this mission, except I have no idea how long of a time limit it actually is. God. I like that this, like, blonde high schooler here is, like, twice my fucking size for some reason. And as you can see, you know, believe it or not, this may be shocking, but Kuwabara just plays exactly the fucking same as Yusuke. But, you know, might as well beat the crap out of some people and get some EXP while we're here. And yes, that's what those yellow orbs are supposed to be, EXP. Except, you know, beating up random kids actually does not give very much EXP, believe it or not. Anyway, yeah, I guess we gotta go, meet up with Keiko. Something tells me they're not gonna... Well, I say something tells me as if I haven't played this game and I already know what's gonna happen. They're definitely not gonna show the whole, like, skirt flipping scene. Which I suppose I don't really blame them. I guess, like, they were trying to do this weird thing with these, like, Yu Yu Hakusho GBA games that, like... These were kind of, like... I guess they were pushed on kids, in a way. I don't really know how to explain they were marketed towards kids. I guess in the same way that, like, DBZ was marketed towards, like, young boys. Which, I mean, you know, it is, like, a shonen. I don't really know if Yu Yu Hakusho started as a shonen. I don't know if you could consider it that, but... You know, I really... It's... What the fuck is this? 57-cent bananas. What am I even saying? I'm just rambling. Like, I guess they tried to market this game towards younger kids over here in America in, like, the mid-2000s. And so they, like... I mean, a lot of the violence and, like, blood and death and, like, you know, just any other off-color stuff was kind of just cut from the game. Oh. What a great area, man. Fucking useless-ass compass. Yeah, my point is, I imagine the reason they removed the scene where, you know, have you seen the show? You know, Yusuke is dead and controls Kuwabara's body and gets Keiko's attention by flipping her skirt. And they definitely do not include that. I think, like... I don't even remember what their excuse for it is in this game. Yeah, I guess I don't blame them, because it's a GBA game which they tried to, like, market more towards kids, and that would absolutely not fly in America. Parents would, you know, piss and shit their pants and start moaning. God. How's every one of these fuckers not in school and they're just out in the middle of the street? Okay, you know what? Well, I suppose that is pretty accurate to the story of Yu Yu Hakusho, is half of these fuckers just skipping school to go beat each other up outside for no reason. If I were a girl, where would I be? Not sure what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but whatever. Oh no, we've already gone through a quarter of our time limit. Oh, dear God, no. Wouldn't want to run out of time in the second level of Yu Yu Hakusho for the GBA. Dear God. And, yeah, as you also may have noticed, this map, this overworld map that we're on is extremely boring, and it's also absolutely fucking gigantic for no reason. It is way too big for how absolutely empty it is. The only thing there even is on this map is just a handful of high school students to just beat the crap out of, although they give such marginally low EXP. I'm not even sure it's worth it. You know, I didn't expect to really be discussing the meta of EXP grinding in this shitty game for this video, but whatever. Get the fuck out of my way, bro. Oh, that guy was just running directly into a wall. I suppose the AI in this game was not very thoughtfully developed. These sidewalks are fucking dangerous, man. There's like 20 of these dudes after... Oh my God, you know what? Let's just kick the shit out of all of them. Oh my god. That was brutal. Jesus Christ. I just killed like 5 of them at the same time with my bare hands. How the hell are people still trying to pick a fight with Kuwabara after that? Oh my god. I hate Keiko. I need to do something only I would do. Okay. That's, wow, great. That Keiko portrait, she kind of looks like a fucking alien with those beady eyes as well. Oh my god. I knew it was you from the first time you spoke. I don't believe it, but... In about a minute? What are you talking about? We don't even have half of our 10 minutes consumed. What are you talking about? Wow. All's well that ends well, except it is not over yet, unfortunately. Oh my god, that's right. We get to play as Kuwabara again, and I mean, I'm fairly certain that portrait of the teacher even, I can't even speak, that kind of looks like just an extremely low-res screenshot just taken from the anime and plopped in here. It looks very different from the other portraits. I mean, different in the art style. It definitely still looks bad like all the other portraits. Alright, yeah, fuck all this dialogue. I guess the next thing we gotta do is another timed mission with Kuwabara, and this is probably the most iconic part of the story. If you've watched Yu Yu Hakusho before, or if you read it, you definitely know what this is. The iconic moment when Kuwabara has to run all over the town and collect pieces of homework so he doesn't fail his math test or his science test or whatever the fuck they just said. And you may be wondering, what the fuck are you smoking? There's nothing like that in Yu Yu Hakusho. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? This was by far one of the most, like, narratively important scenes in the entire series, of course. How could you have forgotten the part where Kuwabara runs around to collect homework? Where in the hell is this compass taking me, by the way? I don't know the exact mechanics behind this homework collecting mission, but I want to say that the compass will only, like... It definitely only points to a specific piece of homework. I don't think it will point to, like, the closest one or anything. I also don't know if all the pieces of homework are laid out on the map at the same time and you can get them in any order, or if they only spawn in as you collect them. It's a bit ridiculous. So yeah, that previous mission was just running all over the city, just going to arbitrary checkpoints to just do pointless nonsense, and yeah, well, that's exactly what this next mission is as well. It's just more of the same fucking shit. Who the hell are you? What is this collision on this truck? Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not actually allowed to fight during the scene. The whole, I mean, this is, like, very vaguely adapted from, like, I'm joking, but this is vaguely adapted from something that happened in the anime. I'll admit it's been a bit since I watched. I want to say something like Kuwabara and all of his friends are, like, going to get expelled from school if every one of them doesn't do very well on this upcoming test. And also, if any of them get into any fights, they're getting expelled. And I guess how they represent that in this game is your A attack just, like, you can't press the A button, it doesn't do anything, so I guess the gimmick character is supposed to run around and get all the homework without being allowed to fight. Thing is, though, you are just faster than all the enemies, so it doesn't matter, and they give so little EXP anyway that there's not much point in stopping to fight them in the first place, so you're basically just doing the exact same thing again, which I already commented on, but yeah, it's, I mean, you tell me how fun this looks, man. I did say we were playing a shitty game today. Nice fucking collision, man. It's okay, though. We only need to get a 50% because Kuwabara is, you know, not very smart. So a 50 on a test is pretty impressive for him. So we only need to get one more piece of paper. Oh, look, there it is. I did it. No way am I giving up now, though. You sure? I'll get 100%. I honestly don't actually know what even happens if you get a 100. Like, if you collect all the papers, I don't know if anything different happens. Maybe you get some, like, bonus XP or something. I don't know, but you know what? Oh my god, why am I getting stuck on this building? I suppose we're gonna go try to find out. Although the time limit here, maybe I'm just stupid, but the time limit here certainly feels more strict than in the previous mission. And there are a lot more objectives to run to, so I don't know if I'll be able to get them all or not. Although, I suppose all the papers are laid out in such a... Goddammit. Fucking dumpster collision again. All these papers are laid out in such a way they kind of just naturally lead into one another instead of just being placed randomly and making you zigzag over the map 100 times. Well, the intelligent game design philosophy of Yu Yu Hakusho. Riveting. I gotta say, the the color palette for this game is interesting. Well, it is very bright, and it is a GBA game, so that explains that, but this looks like a fucking MS-DOS game, to be honest, and I mean, this is a budget licensed GBA game, so I am not exactly expecting, like, you know, Michelangelo here with the graphics. Am I gonna... God damn it. Surely I can walk through this alleyway. Damn you. I gotta walk the long way out. Yeah, I suppose I can also show this is that, you can actually look at Kubara's stat screen here. Wow. Oh, the compass graphic glitched out on top of his portrait, and there's like another glitched compass in the bottom right. What the fuck? Okay. Also, just like with Yusuke, you can see that it's very clearly not what Kubara is wearing here. The funny thing is, that's his outfit he's wearing, you know, after the whole Dark Tournament thing, so fairly late in the series, and the funny thing is, this game doesn't even go up to the Dark Tournament, I want to say. I've never completed this game, because it sucks. But, I want to say this game only, like, it covers the anime up until Yusuke's very first encounter with Toguro and, like, the mansion or wherever they fought him. So it only goes that far, and yet, like, the portrait art they use for the characters is actually from, like, an arc, like, quite a while later, so that's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure... Oh my god, what is this collision, man? I don't know who the hell exactly is just leaving their homework in the front yard. I mean, that was out in front of someone's doorstep. I'm pretty sure that wasn't even homework. I think that was just a newspaper, but whatever. God, we gotta walk so fucking far around this wall just to get out of here. This is torture. Honestly, at this point, I think it'll be faster to just exit the way we came in. Jesus. I gotta say, though, this is a really weird compliment to give to the game, but that weird effect when you're walking behind a tree, the weird, like, dithering effect to enable you to actually see yourself, I'm legit a little impressed by that. I feel like that's probably not very impressive from a technical standpoint, but I don't know. I feel like with a game like this, I feel like they kind of wouldn't have even bothered and would have just made you completely behind the tree so you can't see anything. So I will say I am, like, you know, very, very mildly impressed by that, I guess. You know, this game gets a gold noodle star for having a dithering effect when you're behind a surface. Like, yeah, sure, why the fuck not? I guess I gotta say something positive about this game, you know, because, well, if you've been watching for the past, like, 15 minutes, then you've seen with your own eyes that, you know, there's not exactly anything else worth praising here. I got more homework. I don't think that compass was pointing in the correct direction at all, but... And oh my god, would you look at that, there's a random EXP orb over there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it all the way around to the school in time to get that, but let's try to get it. You know, there's only one piece of paper to collect as well. I think we're going to try to get the EXP orb first, because I'm going to assume the mission ends immediately once you get that last bit of paper. Excuse me, you little fatty, can you fuck off? Oh my god, the timer is turning red. We're almost out of time. This is coming down to the fucking wire. Top 10 most insane time-based sequences in a video game. I'm clenching so hard right now. Okay, we made it back to the school. It only took 12 years to loop around. Wait a fucking minute. I just realized. Hey, there we go. And the EXP bar, I don't know if you saw it, but for a brief, like, split second, it just glitched out a little bit. This game seems very glitchy, surprisingly. I know. That has to be insane. I bet you didn't expect that. Is there anything else over here? No, there's fucking nothing. Great. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea where this compass is pointing me, because it seems to just be out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't think we're gonna be getting to wherever it is at this point, unfortunately. This overworld theme is beginning to drone on a little bit as well. I'm kind of losing my mind, but don't worry, because we should actually be listening to a new song pretty shortly here. Oh my god, get out of the way, you dick. Well, no, we already walked around this whole way, and there's no paper there, so maybe I'm blind, but... I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid, and I walked past it. I guess I did walk past it. Whatever will I do because I didn't get 100 pieces of paper in fucking Yu Yu Hakusho, man. I'm gonna kill myself now. Well, damn. Suppose we just gotta wait the last little bit for this timer to run out now. This is absolutely fucking riveting, I'm sure. Now, check this shit. We're gonna speedrun this. We're definitely gonna get the last piece of paper in the nick of time. And it's gonna be awesome. We didn't get it. Awesome. What a great level. Now time for an even more insane level. Hey, look, a new playable character. And surprisingly, she actually has a stat screen. That's pretty funny. And she's also level 2. She is a higher level than Kuwabara. That's kind of embarrassing, but... gross. Yeah, that's fucking gross. Yusuke even, he fucking died in the middle of the street, and now there's a chalk outline. That's disgusting. I also realized Keiko is also incapable of punching people. Which I suppose makes sense, because I don't remember her ever getting in any fights in the series. Okay, and yet, you know, random high school boys are still coming up to just whoop the shit out of her. My god. This place is like a PvP-enabled zone. Oh my god, that is just brutal, man. No fucking dignity. She'll never be able to get back out. Nah, we're gonna speedrun the shit. Yeah, oh my god. So yeah, this is a very, interesting level where you have to hit these gigantic, out-of-place levers on the walls of Yusuke's apartment to just put out the fires leading to the next room. What, you don't remember when this happened in the series? I definitely do. This was fucking iconic. What are you talking about? You got some health pickups as well. Wow. And I want to say that this level is like... This level is like the fucking Lost Woods. For some reason, this level is huge and, like, very elaborate for no reason. Oh my god. Yeah, walking into the fire kind of just doesn't mean anything. You take so little damage from it. You can kind of just walk straight into it and not give a shit. Like, okay, well, I guess you kind of give a shit. You're not allowed to, you know, you have to hit the switch before you're allowed to leave the room. Except they just give you health pickups in every single room, so, like, you're not gonna die. Oh, a dead end, I've been pranked. Oh my god, I fell for it. I got to hit the lever again, my god. Okay, I'm pretty sure they switched which lever. I guess you gotta hit both ones. Okay, I see. Anyway, this game is, you know... It's really good, huh? Oh my god, I already went in here too. I'm stupid. She's absolutely tanking this shit, by the way. For being just an ordinary high school girl, she does not seem all that bothered by just getting lit on fire over and over again. She's actually just tanking it. Again, I'm not quite sure how Yusuke's apartment is this goddamn big, but... Oh my god, that hurt. Well, no, not really. You get hurt about as much getting punched in the face by the high schoolers as you do literally catching fire while running through a burning building and getting your lungs just completely filled with, like, smoke and ash. Oh, another dead end. You got me. I got it. Like, look at how insanely elaborate this building is. How the hell are there so many rooms? Let me through it. And then another dead end. Like, holy shit, man. I don't even know what to say. Okay, that fire mostly didn't hurt me there for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, son of a bitch. I like the one, like, voice bite she has for taking damage, by the way. I think we're almost there. Don't worry. We're almost there. What the hell is this, man? God damn it. Yusuke, why the hell is your house built like this, man? Are we, like... How the hell do other people's apartments even exist in the same complex when Yusuke's apartment is this fucking big? Because I've already pointed that out, like, 3 times. Probably more. Oh my god. No, I know it. I know it. We're almost there. This room is identical to the previous one. I don't know why they need, like, 48 futons in their fucking house. Hey, there we go. my god, the Spirit Beast. Hey, look, the fire's gone. Wow, that was easy. It really is over. I should have saved that as a reaction image. That's pretty good. It really is over. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. No one gives a shit. Oh, hey, look, we're back to life. Wow, how easy is that? Right, well, I think that's about enough of this game. 25 minutes of this shitty game is kind of more time than it deserves. So, yeah, this was a little different. Playing a crappy one-off licensed game, maybe. Maybe I'll do this again in the future if I find some other shitty games to play, or just other games that are interesting but don't warrant an entire playthrough. Just one-off episode. So, yeah, I will see you next time.